Up
And
different guests.
2.
Welcome to the Jacksonville Buzz, our Halloween edition. I've got Pete Wagner from Cobra Garage Door Storage in today.
Yes, we're so excited to be joined on set by Stavros, our director, and Tyler, our technical director. Today I'm going to be interviewing Renee Rochelle from One True Match.
And you're going to need a spoonful of sugar for my guest because it's wild taproot, Libby Jennison.
Roll the titles.
It's the Jacksonville Buzz. Amy West. Grant Smith. Adrian Houghton. From Studio 2 at Buzz TV, this is the Jacksonville Buzz.
Massage Envy revolutionizes your massage. Introducing See Me Boost, 6 highly concentrated serums with active ingredients that deliver skin-enhancing benefits for your entire body. Combine them with our new specially formulated massage lotions to offer skin-enhancing benefits to your massage experience. Discover your See Me Boost today, an innovative boost to your total body care routine, only at Massage Envy.
Welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz. My guest today worked 26 years on the space shuttle as an engineer at the Kennedy Space Center, and today he has used his ingenuity to create a system to solve all of our garage storage issues. Please welcome owner of Cobra Garage Storage Solutions, Pete Wagner. How you doing, Pete?
Good. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Glad to be here.
So that must have been a dream come true to work on the space shuttle.
It was very rewarding. Excellent people, and yeah, seeing the space shuttle go up all those years, it was great.
So as an engineer, that brain was just, those wheels were turning, and you created this. What gave this, when was this born? When was the garage storage rack born?
Well, this was born, all my fishing rods were stuck in a corner. No place to put them. I mean, all my wall space was taken up with, like everybody else, you
Right.
got tools, you got paint, you got oil, all my walls are covered. So every other month, the kids would come over. I'd have my fishing rods in the corner. They would break a tip off the fishing rod, or they would tangle them all up. Fishing rods not inexpensive. They're close to $100 a piece.
They add up
on there. So I would yell at the kids. My wife would yell at me for yelling at the kids, and then she told me to go fix it.
Wow.
So I just hung out in the garage with a few friends, me, Jack, Jim, and Jose Cuervo, and we kind of just
I love it.
We looked at the garage door, and it was a whole wall space that wasn't being used. So I came up with a design, put it up on there, and it actually worked, and I just left it up there for many years.
So let's look at installation over here. Well, first of all, what's it made of? What is that rack made of?
This is a high-strength ABS plastic.
Okay.
It's 6,000 PSI tensile
And it's
strength.
pretty lightweight. I was feeling it before we got started.
Yes, it is very lightweight.
Wow.
But yeah, this is like your standard garage door. It's a 4-panel garage door, easy to go on. And the trick, it was so easy to go on. You just put it on. You adjust the fit, whatever length you got.
And this is a clamping system here, correct?
And you just clamp it right on. You just sit there.
Just a twist screw.
Twist screw, clamps on, and it actually acts like a doubler on your garage door. When you sit there, pull it on there.
How about that?
It's designed to clear a 4-inch hurricane bar.
Right.
That's why it has that shape that it is. But with that, it came up with a plus that you can actually put stuff behind it.
Wow.
So if you've got stuff that wouldn't normally fit in the holes, like a beach umbrella, some PVC
something
pipe,
a little larger.
you just sit back here, rest it down there, hold it down with a bungee cord.
I was going to say a
and it's
bungee
good.
cord, yeah. You can.
And it works great.
So this is the hard mount down here, now below, right?
Yes, some people have a solid insulated door.
Okay.
So real simple. We got these holes right at the top. You just put in a self-tapping screw. Takes about a minute to go put on there.
Gotcha.
You don't get the adjustment capabilities,
Yeah.
but you just look ahead and see what you want to go do and put it on there.
Now over here we have a new product. We have a bag. And this is marine grade, correct?
Correct. We get these made by Tackle Webs over in Orlando. They specifically make stuff for boats.
Yes.
And that's their whole business is making it. So the bags themselves are marine grade.
Check this out. And you can throw this on your shoulder. You could go to the soccer game. I could throw soccer balls in this.
Oh, this is, I call it the stuff bag.
Yeah.
Whatever stuff you got laying around. If you've got snorkel equipment, you've got soccer equipment, you've got...
This is all snorkel stuff in here?
That's all snorkel stuff. You can sit there, hose it down, tie it right back up onto the garage door, and let it dry. We came up with these clips that actually tie right in, the same clamping
So
design.
this clamps as well, okay.
Clamps on there, you just tie it in. The bottom one, you hold down with the ball bungees to let it stretch in case you overfill it. And that goes up and down with the garage door also.
And this is all made in America, right? This is all made in the state of Florida.
Everything, from the racks to the bags, everything's made in Florida.
Wow.
The racks themselves are made in Kissimmee, and the bags are made in Orlando.
And what's the price point? What are we looking at price point?
For the racks themselves, they're $35 a set.
Wow, okay.
And the bags, with everything involved, with hooks, the bag, the ball bungees, that's $45.
Pretty reasonable.
Yes.
All right, well, can you tell everyone at home where they can find your product and how they can reach you?
Absolutely. I'm Pete Wagner. You can reach us at CobraGarageDoorStorage.com. You can buy it there. We also sell Cabela's, Amazon, obviously, and a number of other local and national retailers also.
Oh, it's everywhere. I didn't have a hard time finding it at all when I went online to look for it. So.
It's getting, the word's getting out there.
Awesome.
It's just such a new product that people just aren't. They're just getting to know it, and they're really loving it.
Well, thanks for coming on. It was nice to have you.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
We'll be right back on the Jacksonville Buzz. Hi, I'm Grant Smith and welcome to My Foodie Minute. Today I'm going to send you to the best places in Jacksonville to get your pumpkin fix. We're going to start this trip in Riverside. Head over to the Cool Moose, where it's a cozy spot on Park Street where you can find pumpkin pancakes and pumpkin coffee. It's the perfect fall breakfast. Then head over there to their neighbor, Southern Roots, for pumpkin seed pesto. It's great on salads, it's great as a spread, but the best part is they serve it year-round. Then we're going to take a short car drive over to Avondale and find Biscotti's. Well, you can get your sweet tooth on with the pumpkin toffee cheesecake. It's awesome. And finally, head over to Wicked Barley Brewing on Bay Meadows Road, where they have a pumpkin spice beer. It's called a Belgian Quad Nightmare on Evergreen Terrace. Think of a cross between The Simpsons, Belgian beer, and pumpkin spice. Trust me, go try it. I'm Grant Smith, and thank you for watching My Foodie Minute.
Welcome back. If you're looking for love in Jacksonville, we have great news for you. We're joined by Jacksonville's premier Christian matchmaker, Renee Rochelle, with One True Match. And you know, matchmaking has been around for centuries. We're so glad to have you in the studio. First of all, this is such an interesting topic. Matchmaking's been around for centuries, but these days, people are finding love online. What makes you different with this Christian matchmaking? Like, how is this different than how people are finding love today?
Yeah, first of all, I'm so excited to be here. It's my favorite topic to talk about, love. And what I always say is it's really going back to the traditional ways of how you would meet somebody, opposed to swiping right or swiping left and just looking at a profile. So, you know, we're huge to getting to know our clients, really getting into the core morals, values, beliefs, and just needs of each one of our clients and what they want. So we really obviously go through an intense consultation session to really get to know our client, as well as, you know, we do a pre-screening, we do background checks on everybody. Wow. So it's really about the quality of who somebody is. And a lot of the people that you actually want to meet are the ones that aren't not online. So, you know, we just have a huge connection of individuals that are truly ready for love.
I think we all need that like bestie that can set us up, but sometimes we don't know if we can really trust our bestie's opinion. So this is your profession. So I would
the
be
worst
so
is when it goes
relieved.
wrong. Then whose friend's side do you pick, right?
Right. That's such a good important fact. And the thing is that it is true today. Everything's so digital, and people aren't really connecting in person. And I think you make a great point in that sometimes it's people that aren't even online at all that you wouldn't even find. So you guys have access to those kind of people. One of the things that I hear all the time from my friends that are single is, oh, Jacksonville, there's no single people here. You have to move. You have to go elsewhere. I mean, do you agree with that? What is the lay of the land here?
Well, it's funny because it's obviously we all know this city is so spread out. So I love finding people in different pockets that you would never typically look in. But Jacksonville, actually, the population of singles here is just as equal as the national average in other cities. It's amazing. You wouldn't think that. But between 25 and 50, like 55-ish is kind of people that are first-time marriage or, maybe on a second as far as divorce goes. But the population of singles is huge. It's just finding them. That's why I started the business here is the challenging part, but it's great.
It's like a treasure hunt.
It is.
It must be extremely fulfilling doing what you do. I mean, I think I would really love setting up people and then knowing that like they found love and that you had a part to play in that. That's got to be extremely fulfilling. Do you have any success stories that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, of course, we have tons to share, but some of my favorite ones are the ones that I say the clients come in with a list of 300 things, literally of what they want. And then we really fine tune it down to the most important, pieces of what we're looking for. So, with several success stories of marriages now happening, which is so exciting.
Thank you so much again for joining us today. And if people want to find you and they want to use your services, how do they reach out to you?
You can go to onetruematch.com, and it's the number onetruematch.com. And, you can fill out a free complimentary profile where we contact you for one of our clients or become a client and we search for you.
Man, it sounds like you really make it easy for all of us.
Yeah, and we have a blog that has a lot of relationship tips that are helpful too. So
great. So thank you again for joining us, Renee. And all you singles out there, good luck. Go to onetruematch.com and let Renee help you. She'll be your bestie. That'll set you up. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be right back.
Greetings and welcome to Fashion Focus. This season's wardrobe essential is a slimming dress with sleeves. Let's take a look at my top 5 suitable for different body shapes. If you carry your weight around your hips and thighs, then a dress with a swishy bottom is best suited for you. Number 2, apple shapes should choose a dress that streamlines your middle with an accent around the hemline. Number 3, block colours are current as well as being slimming and ideal for all shapes. And 4, print plays a big part in looking slimmer. More graphic prints bounce off the body, making it appear smaller, whereas smaller prints makes it look bigger. Number 5, full skirts can balance out your body shape if you've got a bigger bust, and this will work wonders on top-heavy frame. Anything with a bold print on the bottom always suits. Remember, the key 2 things whenever shopping for your shape: what you want to conceal and what you want to accentuate. I'm Adrienne Houghton, and thank you for watching Fashion Focus. Greetings. Organic beauty has risen to the top of health and wellness programs, and I am joined today by Libby Jennison, who is a herbalist and also the founder of Wild Taproot, an edited small batch range of beauty and slow medicinal products. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you here with these beautiful, beautiful things. Tell me, Libby, what inspired you to start your business?
Well, for me, it was really a way to connect 2 things that I love the most, which is my passion for medicinal plants and preventative healthcare, and also my love for design. I just really knew I could create a brand that I really loved. Yeah.
And
content.
so explain Wild Taproot.
Well, Wild Taproot is essentially 2 small lines. One is a small batch beauty products, botanical beauty products, and the other are slow medicinals, herbal medicinals, which are essentially plants that are extracted in spirits.
And you actually make all of these by hand?
I do.
Correct?
I do. I make them in very, very small batches, which I think there's an intentionality that goes along with making things in very small batches. It potentizes the medicinals and the effectiveness of the beauty products, and just makes them really lovely to use.
So what's been the biggest challenge for you in putting together your range?
Wow, that's a good question. For me, the creative process of coming up with formulas was always something that I loved to do, and another reason why I really wanted to create this line. For me, the hardest part was the business side of things, putting on hats that I had never put on before. Being a bookkeeper and marketing and things that I'd never done before. But it's been fun to step into those roles.
Do you think that's one of the main things when you have an idea and you want to start your own business?
Yeah.
Do you think that's one of the problems that people come across, that they may be
Absolutely.
creative, but actually there's a whole different
Yes.
side to it?
But that's where stepping outside of your comfort zone can be so rewarding and empowering, and also reaching out to friends and forming new relationships with people. Asking for help is really important too. So, and it's brought me good friends and just exciting new experiences.
So let's talk a little bit more in depth about the slow medicinals. What does that
Right.
actually mean?
Slow medicinals, we call it slow medicinals because they take about 6 weeks to extract. And yes, and so essentially a tincture or an extract is exactly what it sounds like. We have medicinal plant material that's then macerated with alcohol, spirits, and my line uses top shelf alcohols, so they taste very smooth and they're really delicious. After I strain them, then I let them mellow and age for a little while longer so that the flavors marry and there's a synergy in the formula.
Do we have one here?
We do. We have Sunday, which is one of my pet products, and I encourage you to try it. But this is a mood formula, so it's good for stress. Here, I'll let you take the dropper, and you can put a little dropper right here on your hand. Oh, you didn't quite get any.
Did I not?
Yeah, no. Here, stick it all the way in.
Oh, really?
Yes, perfect. And you can taste a little drop. Now it's going to taste very medicinal and very herbal, so keep that in mind. But mood formulas are my favorite, and stress relief is really some of my favorite formulas because I see
really
them.
nice.
It's nice, and I see that product in particular as a bridge between my beauty line and my medicinals line. I feel that when you feel beautiful, when you have that sense of well-being about you, that deep contentedness, you feel beautiful. And I want to encourage everybody to
Feel beautiful.
radiate that out into the world.
Nice.
Yeah, an inner glow and a glowing mood is, I think, more beautiful than glowing skin.
So exactly what was in that?
So that's a good question.
Because I'm quite.
you
I
taste
can't-
something familiar?
I do taste something familiar, but I can't quite
Put your
my
finger on it.
Exactly.
Well, there's a little bit of licorice in there that helps to harmonize the flavors and the medicine. That's
And
an
I
old-
hate licorice, just for the record, I hate licorice. But that tastes delicious.
It's good. And then there's also a bunch of classification of herbs that we call adaptogens, which are very helpful for modulating hormones, stress hormones, and the immune system. So they relax cortisol in the body. They help with the uptake of serotonin and feel-good chemicals. Yes, they do incredible things. So they lower they help us with our threshold for stress, basically.
Okay,
Yes.
so we have one more thing I want to get in very quickly.
Yes.
Your favorite product?
Ooh. I think the hero of the line for sure is the Unicorn Tears facial oil. I have a fondness looking back on how I formulated it and the whole creative process and coming up with it. So
If anyone wants to get hold of you and find out more about your products, how do they do that?
okay, so you would go to wildtaproot.com and you can find all of the products online. And I would love for them to connect with me on Instagram at wild_taproot and follow along.
Libby,
So-
thank you for bringing your
Thank you
products
for having
and
me.
explaining a little bit more about
Absolutely.
herbs and tinctures and things.
Yeah, thank you.
What a pleasure it was to have Libby here. Stick around, we'll be right back after these messages.
I'm Amy West, and welcome to your Amy West Travel Minute. Traveling with kids can seem like work. I've made it easy for you today by sharing my top family-friendly attractions. First up are aquariums. It's a great indoor activity for those hot days, and kids never tire of exploring new critters, both warm and cold-blooded. Our favorite is in Atlanta at the Georgia Aquarium, where their epic viewing galleries are unmatched in this hemisphere. Next up are museums. Our favorite are the children's museums. And don't miss the Glazer Children's Museum in Tampa, which has tons of interactive opportunities for kids to explore. Next, outdoor spaces. This is easy on the pocketbook, and kids love to hike and explore, whether it be in the city or in a national park. Recently, we went to California, and our kids had so much fun at Armstrong Woods, which is full of giant redwoods. For our East Coast kids, it was pretty amazing. Next up, zoos. You know, it's hard to beat our Jacksonville Zoo here in our hometown, but we've been to zoos all over from New Zealand to New York, and it's always a hit. And finally, the water. Whether it's the pool or the beach, all kids want to do is splash around and have fun. So go easy on the pocketbook and enjoy tons of family fun on the water. And a little expert tip, make sure to check your destination city's website for bulk passes like the City Pass, which includes many of the attractions listed above. This has been your Amy West Travel Minute. Make sure to check out amywesttravel.com for more info on this topic.
So we are rolling, red light. Have fun, guys.
All right, wait for the countdown in 3, 2.
And welcome back. We are kicking off the holidays with Halloween. What a great time to celebrate. And we were just discussing, what are some of the things that you did as a kid? Like, how did you celebrate Halloween?
Well, I know in my family, we didn't do a whole lot. It was mainly my sister and I dressing up, but my parents never really got involved. So now that I have a family, I've started to try to build some traditions. So one tradition of mine is we go to Disney World every year for the Mickey's Not So Scary party. So we dress up as a family.
Aww.
So I dressed up as an Oompa Loompa with my daughter and son and my wife as well. So that was cute. That was fun.
What fun.
I love it. I was kind of the same growing up. I was in a very conservative family, and trick-or-treating was not highly looked upon. So I went to a lot of church harvest festivals, which are great. They're a great family alternative to trick-or-treating.
Right.
And I can tell you how many years I went as Mary, because it was so easy. It was just like throw a sheet over your head.
Mary, as in Virgin Mary?
Yes, Virgin Mary. Yeah.
Oh.
So I did that quite a bit. There was one year I got to be a glowworm, which was pretty cool. That was pretty big deal back then. They had the like really fake plastic suits and the like scary
glowworms were the hit
masks.
back then.
Yes.
Glowworms.
Yeah, but
Mid-80s,
these days
early
also
90s.
we have a lot of fun with our kids. We definitely go trick-or-treating. We have some fun neighborhoods that we're able to go to, and we always try to theme it if we can while the kids are young. So last year we went Wizard of Oz. But the year before that, we did Star Wars, and I just threw together a really quick costume, so I actually was Han Solo. So the script a little bit on that one. It was fun, and we had London was a little baby Yoda. So it's really cute. What about you?
Well, we didn't have Halloween in England. We had Guy Fawkes, and I think I've mentioned that before.
Okay.
But since we've been here, in 2004 we arrived, I've had one or two costumes, and probably apart from this
I
one.
love this one.
Guess who I am? I was actually Spider-Woman.
Ooh.
And that
Nice.
was, I was an evil Spider-Woman, and that one went down very well.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I like
that was
you.
kind of fun.
I bet it
I
was a
like you
hit.
much more like Mary Poppins, though.
No, I think
sweet.
sweet, innocent. What about the treats, right? So Halloween is a lot about the treats, both sweet and sometimes alcoholic.
Yeah.
I don't mind those at all. Do you have any favorite Halloween treats?
Of course, I don't actually eat candy at all.
Oh. Just
That's
kidding.
a lie.
That makes, well, I was going to say that makes two of us, but I eat no candy.
None at
I
all.
have a sweet tooth. It's amazing.
Nothing at all.
Do
There's
you have like a
no-
salty treat you like though, like a kettle corn or?
Not really. I'm not a snacks or a sweets. I'm pretty boring.
Lindor?
Give him some ahi tuna.
Give me some bourbon.
Totally.
Lindor?
Bourbon.
No.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate.
Peanut
Dark chocolate.
brittle?
Dark chocolate I like. I'm a fan.
All right.
Okay.
So what's your
Name of
favorite?
the day.
What's my favorite
Candy.
candy? Oh, gosh. I really like things with nuts in. I like something that's crunchy and nutty.
Okay, little texture.
But I also don't really have a sweet tooth. That's if push comes to shove.
Yeah.
Although I have recently discovered, probably not a good idea, an English toffee fudge in Trader Joe's, which is like the English, they call it tablet. And it's just melt in the mouth, pure naughtiness. Butter and sugar. It's delicious.
It's terrible for you. Just terrible. You know, Trader Joe's has so many great treats. I'm always constantly discovering. So my favorite, I actually used to be called the Reese Cup Kid because I am addicted to anything peanut butter or chocolate. But on the debate of are you for candy corn or not candy corn, I am 100% for candy corn. And for some reason, I actually like it when it gets stale. Like some people like Peeps when they get stale. I'm not a Peeps person. But I can dig some candy corn anytime, fresh or stale.
Okay, what's candy corn?
It's a little
blasphemous.
I'm so sorry.
It comes in a little triangle. It's orange, yellow.
It's just like gelatinous, concentrated, like sugar cube.
It's very popular. They're actually making candy corn flavored beer these days. Although they're making all these craft beers and all these. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
That sounds great. What about a cocktail? Do you have a favorite like Halloween cocktail?
I mean, bourbon on the rocks. I mean, that's a fall drink anyway. So.
Any kind of fun punch with some gin in there? You were talking about trick-or-treating with some gin.
Oh,
That's
yes.
Nice.
I once went trick-or-treating very luxuriously in the back of a very nice car with a gin and tonic.
I may or may not be guilty of having a little sippy cup of wine during trick-or-treating with our kids. We have entire neighborhoods, though, where there's families that walk around, and you'll see they're all like hiding their little stash.
Oh, yeah, you fill up at different houses.
And that's one of the nicest things about Halloween, because you don't have all the family pressures. You don't have all the reason for the season stuff. It is what you make it. Yeah. If you get stressed out or dressing up, then keep it simple, stupid.
Sure.
The KISS technique, right?
Yep.
But, you know, you go into your neighborhood, you walk the streets, you meet people that you may have not met before, or you reconnect with some friends, throw a little party. So it's always,
all about the fun.
It is.
It is.
Fantastic.
I love learning all this stuff.
Thanks so much for joining us. We will be right back.
Welcome to Massage Envy Wellness Minute. I'm Tammy, and I've been a licensed massage therapist for 3 years. Today we're talking about percussion therapy. The Hypervolt is a handheld cordless device that relaxes the muscle. It helps bring back flexibility and mobility to the muscle. It increases blood flow to the muscle, which warms the muscle and allows the muscle to recover. We have 2 option services available. We have a 10-minute enhancement, which you can add to your total body stretch or massage, which helps you to focus on key areas of the body. We also have a 30-minute service, which you can add to your total body stretch or massage, which you can focus on all core areas that you might need focused on.
Visit www.massageenvy.com and schedule your visit today.
It was a great show in the Jacksonville Buzz today. Pete Wagner was a great guest.
And all you singles have hope out there thanks to Renee.
And wild taproot. Spiff spoff.